Oh shit. I had the screen capture. Oh, never mind. Bottom left-hand corner. Playing Terran, it's you. Grandmaster Protoss player. And his opponent in the upper left. He's blue playing Genetron, right? Or is it Genetron? Oh, it's Keiron. It is Station. Yep. That's right. This is Keiron. Kuna Matata. Appreciate a follow, and anybody new, everybody else new here. Right now, you can stay in the replay for this. Fuck that. I need to get caught up if I'm going to be casting this, or I'm going to make you look bad, you know?
Yeah.
No, I'm going to make me look bad, but it's not going to go. You just want it to go. You know what I'm saying? So if you notice, this is a different race. This is the Scion mod. Custodian of the memes. I love you, NV Parleg, too. Twitch nerf me. Let's fast forward to the 33. I'm guessing F-D. Is this you? Is he your opponent, you, or no? The Stassin guy.
No, he's actually a French player.
Yeah, you could have told me it was this too. I would have definitely said you should stand. French player? Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
And I have no idea what what's this shit that's going on the Citadel?
Oh, so that is that's an ability called Energize. For 125 minerals, you can like upgrade it to give it energy, and then the Energize ability increases mining time. Just or decreases it, I guess.
So it's
so you get a little bit of extra money.
That's so weird though. You're paying money to get money. Is that actually?
Yeah, except the energy. Well, it unlocks the ability to gain energy, and then the energy will just continue recharging for free, obviously, and then you can use Energize.
Okay,
it's like an orbital command, right?
And I love the little frog guys. These the volts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get rid of my face on this so people can see this in chat. This is so Omega base though. So we're gonna do a tournament on this, guys. You is super stoked about this patch. Are you stoked? Well, we're on to this. Reaper going in. We have 2 volts chasing it down. 3 volts now. With their little zappy zap. They're like kind of like Cyclops frogs or something. No, actually, they're almost like a Mon Calamari. When I look at them more. With 2 legs though, and no arms. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, they are. I don't know. I haven't figured them out. The pariahs look more.
Yeah.
Real.
Alright, and the workers are called converters, chat. And it's Keiron is the race. This is a custom additional race. Flapjack thought they were walking Farrah pants, by the way. I kind of could see that, could you? But look at, no, it's got like clearly like frog-like feet. And it's got 2 eyes on it.
Maybe it's a walking pea shooter.
Wait, when I zoom in on them, they play music. Oh no, that's this thing right down here. Never mind, it's the map. I figured. I'm like, what do the units cause sound effects? I'm like, I've never noticed that about this map because I vetoed it forever. They kind of do look like them.
I like this map quite a bit, actually.
Yeah. So, I mean, assuming these guys are lizards, that answers one question of anatomy, but I was like, so, do these guys have junk or a mouth? That's what I'm wondering. Oh, so it makes the units faster, too, around it. You know what I'm saying?
I think that might just be, like, a bunch of different species or something.
Yeah,
yeah, like, it's kind of like a cyborg, except according to the mod creator Solstice, nothing is actually, like, robotic. It's, like, grown. So, like, imagine, like, robots being grown.
Yeah, they're like nanobots or something. And I did notice with this race, you take the fast.
Nanobots.
Yeah, exactly. Well, nanobots. Yeah, exactly. Or it's like organic computers and stuff, but organic robotics. Yeah. That's so cool though. Like some of it looks like cyborg though. I could see. You know.
Yeah. Like the subjective, you can see like the heart. It's like bobbing up and down.
Yeah, dude. It reminds me of fuck. Star Wars. What's his name? I'm drawing a blank. General Grievous.
General Grievous, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
These guys, the Stalker, immortal looking dragoon almost, but not. You know. That's so cool. And Terran, just look. Imagine Terran. Still being Terran. And this fucking thing, the aperture.
Having to construct their own siege tanks.
So that's the transport ship, the aperture. And how do you build the aperture? From the edifice or the sanctum?
No, there's a flying structure. If you scroll further up, I think it'll be somewhere up there.
Oh, this guy, the outlet.
In the main base.
Yeah. So that produces the aperture, and then these, and it's he's going for a subjector drop into the main base of the Terran. Very cool.
Yes.
I'll highlight this out for you and make a YouTube video of this separately. By the way.
Nice. Thank you.
That's right, YouTube people.
The aperture also has like a little core kind of ability, except it's only 1 unit at a time. And it uses more energy depending on how much cargo space a unit takes up.
Yep, and it's getting some abilities or it looks like upgrades behind it, no?
That yellow upgrade that you can see is called Dampener. It allows those little crab pulsars to take decreased splash damage.
Decreased splash damage?
Yeah, so they take less damage from PvP and Smite, like Widow Mines, for example.
Yo, I love this death sequence too. It's hard to see with the SCVs over there. They splat in this like goo. It's kind of based.
Splatoon.
Yeah. That's actually pretty wild. Alright, so that being said, we have these guys mining formulator. Which race has the additional resource they need? Is it
that's Genetron.
Genetron. What is that? By the way, I know we're not looking at it right now, but
it's just like energy. So it's technically called power because power and energy are they're two separate things for Genetron. But yeah, it's naturally generated from the like supply structure. They have a couple other structures for it as well, and then they can use it to increase, so to produce units faster, or some abilities use it as well. They can transfer power into energy as well. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So anyway, at the reliquary, we have something being researched here. I do know this is kind of like the charge lottie thing, if I remember correctly, for the pariahs, right? That being researched down here.
Yeah, that one's just a speed upgrade. It's a bit like metabolic boost, but the upgrades from the reliquary, they're just the numeric upgrades.
Okay, so that's your armor and weapons, their shields, and what? Like this race has shields too, obviously. Yeah, I agree with Flapjack. The buildings being built do look neat. I think the work that's gone into this is cool. Myself, I don't see myself being super fascinated yet into playing these races because I had a bitch of a time trying to understand how to play it, and I'm old. I thought it was cool, but like the units control was cool, but like it just was like a lot of information for tech to learn and the hotkeys and stuff. You know what I mean? And I kept seeing this made me want to build the structures as production. Well, they are they're not production. These are all upgrade buildings, right? And supply.
No, so they're all production. They have upgrades in them. So like a barracks with a tech lab, except.
I thought this was the race that you had to build out of your command structures, like Zerg. It's not. Oh my God! Look at that.
Yeah, there's the dampener activating.
So are these all custom sounds and models? Like how do they even do that? I thought Blizzard removed that capability of the map editor when they made Starcraft 2, so people wouldn't do like DMCA or like copyright infringement for like Star Wars and shit, say, or you know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are custom sounds and everything. I'm pretty sure it's just.
Yeah, because it's not. And I guarantee you, this is not in the map. Like, look at the these guys, the Umbras. I remember these fuckers.
I remember Loco
Yeah. Oh my God, this is so weird.
Yeah, the Umbras, they're like a cheaper, faster Immortal, I guess. They do a little bit of bonus versus armored.
Yeah. And we got some cruxes in here, by the way.
Oh yeah. The Cruxes actually they gain energy when they're attacking a biological unit, including friendly units. So sometimes, if you have like a bit of spare APM, you might attack your own workers just a little bit, get a bit of
When
extra
the
energy.
new patch goes live on StarCraft 2, will it affect these mods of these bonus races?
It won't affect them like in any way.
I mean, like, are
Except
they going to get patched?
There won't be like a patch made specifically for the custom races at the same time as the normal races patches. But there recently was a balance patch, just giving a little bit of nerfs here and there, making sure that they are still, you know, balanced toward the standard races.
Yo, look at this dude. It's like a swarm host that shoots. It's like a carrier swarm host tank. What the fuck? How did I miss it? I didn't see one of these last time I casted this. That thing is so base. The myriad, or maybe I did, but I didn't notice. That's so cool. Those cost money, I'm assuming.
Yeah, the little interceptor things, they're 50 mils. Essentially the same price as the Marine.
Oh, the same price as a Marine. Yeah, look at that. I want to see what they're called if I can click on it afterwards. And Terran is pretty good again. Like, Terran, you can see, has... It's so different, though, because... It's kind of like Protoss in some respects, but it's not. You know what I mean? There's not, like, recall and stuff. But ghosts are needed against this race, too. As the game scales, no?
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of cool. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Even I said this before. It's exciting to watch, but I apologize on my stuff for me being a boomer. But as far as me playing this race, oh, Pariah run by against you. I know you're the Terran, but it's still kind of cool to see.
Yeah.
These are Pariahs, guys. Look at them. They're kind of like zealots.
Yeah.
He didn't
Especially
use that
with the-
ability, or is he just researching it now? It looks maybe.
No,
Oh, those are upgrades.
He just didn't use it. They come with the ability.
Yeah, I thought so. I played him. Yeah, it's kind of like an adept shade and a charge. It's weird. Or remember that patch in StarCraft 2 when adepts resonating glaives made it so they attacked faster after the shade? That's what it kind of reminds me of, or if I'm not mistaken. Am I right?
No, I could see that potentially, yeah. But the the reason why he didn't use it just because he wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, he just was trying to do a run by. Exactly.
Yeah. But they're definitely very good at, you know, retreating and they're good at engaging as well. The main weakness is that they don't have much HP at all.
Yeah, I noticed that playing them too. They're very, very squishy. They're not like dare I say it, like zealots are throwaway units, but those feel like they're. Oh, this race does see, like, that's the thing. Anybody like, oh, it's like another Protoss. No, this race is kind of squishier as a whole, I feel like. Am I wrong in saying that?
No. It's definitely more like a Protoss Terran combo.
Yeah.
With some Zerg.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It feels so different than what you're used to when you're playing it, is what I would say. When I played it. That's why I was like... So it's not like I don't... I have no disrespect for this, but playing the races when I tried for 2 seconds just felt so alien to me. Or some people might be looking for that. For me, I'm like... I don't know if I can handle that just right now. But I would love to see other people play this for sure. And play against it. You know? It almost feels like... Go on. No, you can go on. I was just going to say, it feels like playing the campaign. It's like adding a campaign element to, like, if it had... I know there's, like, sign-ups and you can't... It would be awesome if there was a mode to play this eventually one day in StarCraft 2 as a separate ladder mode with 3 additional races, but sadly I don't think that'll ever be the case. But I was gonna say, are you interested and how Stormgate and Zero Space play out. Now that Zero Space came out.
I would be yeah, I'm hoping to like get very good at them because it's not I don't think I'd be able to get into the StarCraft 2 like into a point where I can, you know, make a living off StarCraft 2 by any means. So I think there'd be more potential in Zero Space and Stormgate. Though I do personally like the style of Zero Space much more.
Yeah,
Like
I hate to
Stormgate-
say it. Like, I mean, I'm not shitting on Stormgate because obviously that game's earlier in development too. Everybody's like, oh, you know, like one or the other. Right now, it looks like a more polished game. It when I talk to people, they weren't BSing on their YouTubes. I will say, Winter directly told me, he goes, that game does at its current state. It's a different point of development. He goes, it's the closest game I've ever played that feels like StarCraft 2. As far as controls and the fluidity. Yeah, true, man. It's further in development, but at the same time, the pace of the game, Stormgate did mention they're trying to make it a little slower than StarCraft 2. So, I have a feeling, I hope for the best for both of them myself. Yeah, and they're both different games, so I'm curious to see. We have a lot of different options and different things to be better and worse in both games. And I hope they both succeed, and I hope StarCraft 2 still lives. Everybody else is gonna abandon this game. I'm like, nah, dude. You think I'm going anywhere? You got another thing coming. I'll be the last man on fucking ladder with me and the map hacker and stream snipers, and I'll still never get masters. It's gonna be beautiful.
The people playing StarCraft 2 would be you, and then the people with stream snipers.
Yeah. It's literally going to be the example of when the world ends, it's going to be Keith Richards and cockroaches. Yo! The Titan coming in here. Oh, but it gets disintegrated because Terran's so broken. What? Did I say that out loud? What is this race? Tier 1 units. Still good against an added Whoa, what is that? Yo! What the fuck was that? The Aegis. I don't know what it is, but that looked cool as fuck. That created a barrier, right?
Yeah. It's like a force field barrier.
That's fucking
like
sick, dude.
Yeah.
Chat, come on.
It's technically a structure, so it can't be sniped or anything. It can't move, but it can teleport to other citadels. It's a 400 buildings.
Wow, it's like a good mothership. Of the current patch, I mean. You can build. Can you build that in an enemy base? Was the question from Matt. That's a good question.
No, you can only have one of them at a time, and you can only put them right next to each other. So unless you built the citadel right next to your opponent's base, you can build it.
Yeah, I'll be honest. If we got Florencio involved in another tournament, you know what? He's gonna want to learn about this. We'll have to get him talking to him about it. I'm gonna ask him. He would probably be interested. You know what he's going to be interested in? He's like, well, how good are these races at cheese? And that you know that's all he's going to say. He's going to be like, yo, how good are these races at cheese? But he might end up, if he likes it though, think of the potential Florencio playing on the Scion mod. He's going to invent like next level 200 IQ cheeses before everybody else, you know?
Giddy up.
Yeah, I feel like there'd be a lot of potential with crazy stuff. Keiron, I call it like the anti-G race, because the production structures are also the supply structure.
Yeah.
So you can never like max out and then just on like 2 bases and then do a timing.
Yeah.
Or anything. You can't max out on 3 bases.
Oh no, but Florencio never goes to 2 bit. Well, he does, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, but he doesn't do all. But that and also energize is also defensive spell because it gives plus 3 out. And there's some speed of transmission. So it makes it extremely strong and very all. But you could do some really crazy tech transitions and stuff, which is certainly something that messes around with a lot.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. A tech transition thing in a weird way would be. Yeah, I could see him having some fun with that. And thank you for the follow, Craft Zaza. You know, you're almost getting me to the point where I want to do more. Like, I mean, today even. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'm sorry for those of you that missed the balance patch stuff. It's not just this, but I think I'm finally going to get to a point where I might actually play some other games on my stream even. Imagine. I finally...
Other video game?
Yeah. I mean, dude, I come from a RPG, CRPG background, you know what I'm saying? Like, other than StarCraft and stuff too. Like, I want to get I still haven't gotten Baldur's Gate, and I've actually, a lot of people take time away from stream to play that, but I'd be like, I'd have no problem streaming that shit. You know?
What? Games that aren't StarCraft?
I know. Oh, dude, I know Roddy'd be giving me shit too, but come on. Like, I grew up on, like, Final Fantasy until it started getting too weeby. No, I mean, it was always weeby, but let's be real. It was made in Japan. It's a great series, but I stopped at, like, I played 10. I can't even tell you, but I haven't played a lot of the new ones, but I'm, like, talking the OG ones. I enjoyed watching Zombie Grub play those two. Oh, anyway. What is this fight? I don't understand. What the fuck is this thing? It feels like an inducer.
Possible. Yeah. In order to shoot, it needs the thing that is. So the long range becomes very obvious, but that short range becomes.
And I didn't want to say anything, but I know chat's probably wondering too. Do you think that, I mean, in the future, is there any way you think we might be able to raise your mic level a little bit?
Maybe. I'll try talking a little louder, but
I can try to help you out with that if not. But anyway.
Oh yeah, you could like right click on my Discord.
Oh, I know that, but yeah, it seems I have you pretty much used. Oh no, I don't. Never mind. I thought I did. Oh man, this whole time I'm an idiot. I did have you raise it. Anyway, that'll help it for sure. Anyway. It looks like you're gonna break him.
Yeah, the Aegis shield only has 3k HP, so it's very good in like it will hold a lot of run-bys and drops or counterattacks or whatever. But against the main army, it won't hold for too long. But at the moment, the Keiron player is making 3 Zeniths, just finishing up now. Those produce the capital ship for the Keiron. You can power them. It's up to 5. 450, 350. Very, very strong.
Yeah.
Without spellcasters, the only units that beat them are Thors.
Oh yeah.
As well as
that is crazy. So only spellcasters can attack that. That's interesting. Yeah, that's wild, dude. I like that kind of. It does make that something broken kind of the race, but not. I mean, it's kind of. Again, in chat, so you know too. What the fuck is this, Man? This is the Scion mod, but this is a replay of you versus Stasis, and it adds 3 different races to Starcraft 2. Protoss needs this exactly. Well, this actually removes. It doesn't remove Protoss, but it's like you could play this race, but it's not. It's literally. It's kind of like Protoss, but it's like. Oh my god, look at this shit. I don't even understand. So much is happening. This race is so different. You're explaining stuff to me and we keep seeing more things. And this is one of 3 races, guys. Dude, Protoss would be broken if it had that one ability. Like, it would literally be broken. Use, like, no, we can use it.
Okay, there's a couple of shaking now. Making DCs of ground.
So these are ground static defense, the nullifiers, and the other ones. I'm not gonna lie, the air static. I mean, these are BCs, but they're well, they have ship weapons, but those things kind of seem like they suck for anti-air. They do something, but like they like tickle the BCs. Are they light armor damage? Like, are they good against medevacs or?
They're quite long range, but they do have 2 attacks, so they're more affected by armor.
Oh, okay.
Than some others.
So like BCs and well, obviously carriers are gonna be wrecked third stuff too, but BCs well usually, but they have +2 ship weapons, so. I might want to try playing the campaign of this. Who was it that worked on it again? And I apologize because I met him.
There was a campaign made by Duke.
Duke. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was one of your buddies that I met, and I apologize that I forgot his name, and he's been in here, and he's like, Dave's never going to get the Scion stuff. You had to pull a cheeky, but truthfully, you can always get me into replays if I'm feeling like, if I say, chat, let's do replays. Just a suggestion, this is how you can get me to do it. And I appreciate your time with me on this.
Yeah, so like I mean, I personally didn't really like the story that much. I didn't feel like the story was super pleasant, but they're definitely like difficult. So I would almost say it's more like an old school level kind of based thing, rather than like a bunch of levels rather than like a bunch of missions.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you can only do so much into it. I don't see it as a community made. You know, it's interesting, but it would be neat to see the lore between, like, a campaign, a full-on, like, even if it was all done in maps, obviously, as it would be in mods and whatever. That would be kind of cool to see a story of how these races come into play, or space exploration, or what, or if they happen to stumble upon, you know, the sectors of the universe that Terran, Zerg, and Protoss occupy.
Yeah. I think the most popular kind of lore is that Amon first kind of stumbled across them during his mass expansion, like just like lightly on the edges of his expansion, and then like the Keiron and the Zayed, the Genotron were developed by Terran, because it's like an AI race, and then whatever happens after.
Right.
At the moment, I don't have high sec auto tracking, but he has the subjector range upgrade. So
so outranges it. So the subjector range. Oh, okay, they have a range upgrade. That's kind of cool. Thank God, I gotta say, when you mentioned that, you know what upgrade I'm glad it's not in Starcraft 2 that's in Brood War? The Marine range upgrade. Can you imagine? Imagine Terran then.
Yeah, like U-28 shells or something?
Yeah, the U-28, exactly. I believe that is the name. And it's, I forgot it because I haven't been playing Brood War in forever, but oh my God, shit would be broken.
Yeah.
Marines would be like...
My opponent...
Go on. And your opponent's, what's he doing?
At the moment, my opponent's, for the last while, he's been going for a much more heavy mech type of Terran army with like the myriads and inducers. Inducers have a bonus against massive, so they're not very bad against BCs. They have 12 range, which is only one less range than the siege tank.
Yeah, where are the inducers?
No, it doesn't have any at the moment. It just has myriads and subjectors.
Yeah.
But they both come from the same building, the Atrium, and then also Titans, which do splash damage.
I'm trying to find the Atrium, which... Empyrean...
It's on your screen now.
It is?
Yeah.
This guy? Allison?
It's like the... No.
Con.
It's in the natural.
Oh, in the natural. So is it like buried? Oh yeah, it's buried under this guy, the Empyrean. I got you.
Yeah, there's 4 in there.
In the Atrium, that spelled it out right there too. It's like... It shows the biological nature of the race. You know, it's kind of cyborgy, biological. Maybe it's just armor they're wearing. I don't know. Very cool stuff, though. Creative, at the least creative.
Yeah.
It is so different. I wish I had less of a toaster, because I'd like to see this on full graphics.
I think those graphics are fine. I think I'll play with those graphics. But yeah, the those little like vision circles that you're seeing, by the way, they're permanent vision. It's like you can see them around my.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they kind of look a bit like a scan.
But they're permanent. That's interesting.
Yes. It's a channeled ability from a building called the Oculus, which is kind of like the equivalent to a sensor tower.
Mhm.
It costs 50 gas to get 150 euros or so.
Okay.
Summit has but they detect, so the field doesn't detect anymore.
Oh, it doesn't detect anymore. So it used to detect too, but now it's just vision.
Yeah.
And how many of them are you allowed?
As many as you want. Keep in mind that they're still like 50 gas a piece, so you don't exactly.
Yeah, they're not like free. You have to build them.
Yeah.
And they can be killed.
Kind of mineral dump.
So if they can be killed, I don't really think that's broken. If they can be killed, Oculus, I see it right here, guys. This is what's causing those fields. You kill this thing, it removes one of. But that's kind of like what makes it interesting is, I do see it as maybe a smidge unfair. Your opponent's going to kill it. You kill one, it's going to get rid of a random fucking vision spot. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's not like completely random. They do have like a range on it, so they can't just put it all the way across the map.
So you can kind of deduce where it is. In other words.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying it was kind of broken, not that it. You know what I mean? Like you can try. If it was like you built one and it had infinite range in the map, that would be broken. But that makes sense.
Yeah. Sometimes I've seen a couple players like in the early game, they would make it at the 5th base or something, and then they would use it, like the 5th base of their opponent, and then shine it into the main base just to see what's going on. I don't think it's... I think it's alright.
Do these guys have any, like, capitalist ships? Like, they saw a couple of air... Like, it doesn't seem like there's much air to this race unless he's just not building it.
He just hasn't been building too much, yeah. It definitely does have quite a strong air force, I think. There were a couple Paragons earlier, but he hasn't been making much. He's sticking on Subjectors. Subjectors, by the way, are quite a bit like the Goliath.
Oh, Subjectors are kind of like the Goliath. Okay. It's an interesting race. It is like, it really reminds me of Terran and Protoss, kind of, in one, from like the damage points and stuff, and you know what I mean? Just the interactions. Like, look at it. But with like all these spellcasters, I see some of the Zerg even in that regard too.
Yeah, a little bit. I don't think they're not. I think the races at the moment is spellcast. Oh, Marine's been caught out, absolutely murdered by the Myriad.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they did burn into a slide.
I feels like you're in a bad spot now.
Yeah. I have a lot of minerals in the bank. I've been trading quite efficiently, I believe, but my opponent has had like map problems in the bank.
Yeah, he's lost more, but... Okay, there's no... Interesting thing, one thing I'd like to point out on this, which it's probably not a big issue right now. Well, hopefully it becomes an issue. Because it's not shitting at it, it's just no observation. It doesn't have the WCS stuff. You know what I'm saying? The overlay, like to show the income graphs and stuff like that. Something if you can pass that on if you wanted feedback. Not that it's if it's worth it or not. You know, it's one of the least important things right now with this, I'm sure. But
I don't know actually how we would implement that, because it also determines, you know, like a lot of smaller stats, which are really only known with the main races, I feel like.
Yeah, it'd be hard to do. You may not be able to. I mean, like, it's just a thought that, an observation.
Yeah.
You wanted me in to look at this, I gave you some feedback. See, I provided something useful, you know? Not necessarily the gameplay, but you just answered the question, though. I thought, oh, the snipe on your CC. You look like you are in a lot of trouble.
Yeah. It's very dicey. I do have my BCs though, so the moment I think he doesn't have enough anti-air, I can beat his army, but that's the main issue, right?
Yeah.
But I'm very much so on the back foot, just kind of relying on tank plus the EMP.
The sounds are different,
tanks
but
and EMP are very strong.
oh yeah.
But yeah.
I gotta say, like, yeah. That's the thing. It feels like this race does have. Well, those things are air units that the Myriad shoots out. Those are air units, no?
Well, the ground units, they hover, but yeah.
Oh damn.
The
It's
ground.
there's
I
like
kind of think of them a little bit like a carrier reaver.
yeah, I mean, someone mentioned that in chat too, but like at the same time, it's like I feel like this race needs something airborne because the other race, you know what I mean? Like, I guess not,
Well,
but it doesn't need it, but
they definitely do have.
it's just how this guy's playing it.
Yeah, I think he thinks, you know, he doesn't have the economy to transition to it, and I think that's fair enough. Like, I'm not making any more battle cruises because I don't have the economy.
Yeah, he literally has. He's literally stepping all over you at this point. There's no economy for you. You got 10 workers. You got literally no mining other than gas and long distance minerals off one patch. Like, he's won the game, but still, that's not the shit on your plane. I mean, you're off racing. He's off racing. Question mark.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's all up to your army at this point, but
Tanks are very good. It's not much mining either, but it still has a lot of subjective custom area.
And that bank you had has
bolts.
been long gone.
Yeah. Had 2k minerals for a long time. Now it's running out.
Yeah.
Unless I win with those battlefields or something.
Yeah, this is pretty wild. It's cool. It's cool stuff, like I said. I'll do what I can to support it, and I think it's a cool fucking thing, and I think this is a GG. It's definitely an interesting twist to things. You know, but at the end of the day, for me, it's a little inconvenient to get into this stuff with everything going on. Hypothetically, when I get into zero space, at least I'm sure, you know, I don't know about Stormgate. You know what I'm saying? I'm not into any early access or any of that in Stormgate, but I may or may, I don't know. It would appear that I'm probably going to be into zero space a bit. I don't know for sure, you know, but I was in the Discord before it was public. I definitely looked into this, but you know what I'm saying? I just don't know how much time I'm just being honest with you, bro. How much time I really want to spend on it, unless it's like tournaments or whatever, but I you know, I say that, but what if I end up liking it? Maybe I will start playing this more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make. I can see this as more of a casual time kind of thing for me. You know, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, and there's nothing wrong with that, because sometimes that's what people prefer. Usually, that's what people prefer. I'm gonna deafen and say my goodbyes to chat, but I'll be back in Discord. It was nice to meet you in Discord. Ha! The shitty puns. You're like, are you regretting your name ever or no?
No, no regrets at all.
I like your magical cookie name though, because I like the cookie monster you got here. I'm gonna show chat real quick, guys. Look at this guy's. Look at who doesn't like the cookie monster? He's kind of like a crackhead.
Because I like. Yeah, it's because I sometimes like the. What do you call it? The cookie react. If I think, you know, if I think if I think a message is legendary, either due to funny or just wholesome or something, I don't know, then I'll cookie react.
Yep, and guys, absolutely for sure. If you're not following this channel, please consider it. Thank you. I'm just gonna do like I said. I'm gonna deafen just to take care of this. I'm gonna raid out and I'm gonna call it. All right.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Thank you. And that was a sick replay. Very cool. It is cool. You know what I'm saying? I like it. I just am saying, like, I'm not gonna BS you, man. It's Dave. The one thing you got about my stream and the haters on my chat and my YouTube, I encourage more comments. I want people to flame me. I want I want negative. I could be like a villain. Before I deafen, I'm just saying, what do you think about that outlook? I don't hate it. I just want more of it.
Yeah.
Good, bad, or indifferent. You know, because I've done this for a long time. That's the only reason. A lot of people have, but it only been grinding like Dave for not exactly the largest streamer on the planet. You know what I'm saying? I do got that. I'm consistently bad at everything I do. Not even a laugh? Come on, buddy. You're like, well, you're not wrong.
I just don't entirely agree with this statement. I don't think you're a bad streamer.
Well, thank you for that. Well, at the least, you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna export this after, and I'm gonna probably, I'm not gonna export it to YouTube immediately. I'm gonna highlight and stuff, so probably be on sometime tomorrow. But yeah, man, I'll make It's Keiron. If you could shoot me a message on that, Keiron versus Terran. And if you have more replays of those, I'd definitely like to do it before prep, and we can get together. Maybe some of this stuff will stick. You know what I mean?
Oh. Yeah. Just a quick question.
Yeah.
When do you know when like the next like major or premier tournaments are? Because I want to make sure it doesn't.
It's gonna be hard. Like KSL was really hard, and we're actually gonna be missing casters that said they were gonna do it that aren't. Like Loco was going to, and now he's not for SummerSlam because they've been so busy. You know what I mean? People only have lives.
Yeah.
Unlike me, they have lives. So I'm changing that a little at a time, very slightly. But yeah. So I'm not really sure, but I can touch base on you. We obviously have DreamHack Atlanta coming up. There's all the WTL stuff. I don't know, man. For a dead game, there's so much shit that's been going on. It's kind of crazy, but I can definitely try to help you with it.
Yeah, I'm wondering. I think maybe mid-October would probably be a good time because it'd be far enough away that people, at least now, would look at it and go like, "Oh yeah, that sounds sick.
Right.
I'll do that in the future." But you know,
yeah, for sure.
Not,
well, thank you, buddy.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna raid.
Not too far.
I'm gonna raid out to Chicken Man because I see him on, and he's my boy, and he's gonna be hard carrying the KSL. I'll be honest, guys. I'm just this mug is all I've done for KSL. I posted socials. Chicken Man's been the backbone, other than you guys and Patron in it and stuff. He's playing Vermintide too with probably with Neuro and he's playing with Neuro and APOP, I would imagine. Oh, and Grimmy. So. Thank you, and thank you guys for the subs, the follows, and all that, and the bits. Have it and hanging out. Alright, guys, say hello to Mr. Montana, Mr. Chicken Man. Oh, hang on, buddy. I really have to use